What is up, guys? We're going to be breaking down Marcus Jones from Houston. Should the 49ers get him in the draft? And then we'll be getting into some Kyler Murray drama. It is going to be quite a show. We'll probably be here for the next 20 minutes talking, taking your questions. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, I was supposed to go at 8:40. I'm a little bit early. But I was supposed to do it originally at like 8:15. So anyways, had to push it back, but we have a lot going for you guys today. And hey, free agency coming around the corner, some drama. We have just a ton to talk about. So we'll talk about it all after this. I mean, man, who doesn't like a little bit of NFC West drama, especially with your rivals? What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Camper Report. Again, it's been a few days, 2 days, I think, since we've come on, but I'm excited because we're going to talk about Kyler Murray today, and then we're going to break out probably one of my favorite prospects that I want the 49ers to get, and that I think you guys should totally look for at the NFL Combine. Look for this guy because he is really, really, really good. But let's start with the Kyler Murray drama, and I'll bring up this page. Now, you guys probably won't be able to read it, and I'm not going to read it all either. But I did get this page up, and you guys won't be able to read it, but I'll try to read some of it and maybe break it down. But basically, the Kyler Murray situation, and are the Cardinals in shambles? So basically, this statement, I think it was over the weekend, got released by Kyler Murray's agent and on Twitter. It's basically, I need to get a little bit closer because these are very small words. Okay, let me just break it down here because I can't even read this. The paragraph is so small, the words, and they're all it's ridiculous. So basically what Kyler Murray is saying here is, I want to win a championship, but in order to win a championship, the Cardinals are going to have to give me a butt ton of money. He basically is saying that, you know, ever since I came here, this organization, I've kind of pulled them out of a pit. He's kind of describing himself as the Jesus of football for the Cardinals, which is partly true. He also says that basically you guys should by giving me a lot of money, you guys will actually ensure this team gets better in free agency, and that it will actually clear up more cap space than you. So it would save you guys cap space, but no, it wouldn't. It's this paragraph was very aggressive by the Cardinals, by Kyler Murray's agent, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. And I'm gonna lay it out for you guys. He's basically demanding. He's basically the thing. The catch here is, give me more money or I'm requesting a trade, right? And here's what I gotta say. You cannot. I have a few things against this. First thing, the guy has never won a playoff game. At least if you're comparing him to guys like Josh Allen, for example. Josh Allen had won playoff games before he got a massive extension. Josh Allen had won a ton of playoff games before he got an extension. So there was a good reason to why they should extend Josh Allen. With Kyler Murray, he hasn't won any playoff games. His performance, it's always the first half of the year, his performance is lights out. But then his performance always tapers out, I feel like. Second part of the year, his performance always tapers out because of his injuries. That's been the problem, is second part of the year, he doesn't play too well because of his injuries. So, I can understand why you should give him the bag. But the thing is the Cardinals, this would not make sense to get. I think you can justify giving him maybe not Patrick Mahomes money. you can justify giving him quite a bit of money, but you can't justify making him the highest paid quarterback. Another thing is this is a little too early to start negotiating a contract. He's in his third year. He just finished his third year. He's on a 5-year deal. Usually you start negotiating your contract by your end of your fourth year so you can contract extension. So this is a little early. I think he has still more to prove that he can be a consistently good quarterback and he can win a few playoff games. Now, it's not all his fault. That is one argument that the Cardinals can make, or that he can make. It's not all his fault. I think all of us agree that Cliff Kingsbury is kind of not a good coach. And, the weapons kind of dropped off during the season. You had the DeAndre Hopkins signing. The DeAndre Hopkins injury. And so you can argue, and he can argue, that this really doesn't make sense. Or, I'm not the one making them lose. But the thing is it was a very, his performance against the Rams, some will say he wasn't being aggressive. It just wasn't great, his performance against the Rams. So some of it is, until I see him win a playoff game, I would be very hesitant to re-sign Kyler Murray. Just because, why would you? Why would you? You need to have a track record. I could understand why the Bengals in a few years would re-sign Joe Burrow because he's been to a Super Bowl in his second year. I could understand why you re-sign guys like, I don't know, but you need to have my point is you need to have a track record to really sign a guy to a big deal. I think this is going to be, again, it doesn't really make sense to extend him right now, the Cardinals, because the free agents bringing guys back, and he basically in this this page-long statement that they wrote, it's super long, but this page-long statement that they wrote is basically saying this will help the team as far as cap. No, it won't, because if you look at the list of free agents in this year, I'm looking at the top free agents that the Cardinals are losing. First thing, the Cardinals are 26th in cap space. 2 million. I think they have 2 million under the cap. So they don't have a ton of, now they can restructure, but still not a ton. Okay. Chandler Jones. Okay. These are all unrestricted free agents. Chandler Jones, Zach Ertz, AJ Green, James Conner, Christian Kirk, Andy Lee, Chris Banjo, which is a good safety. 49ers fans would know Chris Banjo. So again, it's not like they can re-sign most of these guys will re-sign. They're going to lose their top defensive end. They're going to lose their top tight end, who really, I think, helped them with a weapon. And again, their offensive line was a problem last year, but they're not really going to be able to fix their offensive line because they don't even have enough money to fix their offensive line. So it's really, for this team, they're kind of in shambles. They're in a hole because you have a coach who I don't think knows what he's doing. I think it's a little bit of Kyler Murray's fault, but they built this team to win now this year, and it fell flat in their face. And now they have no cap space. They're losing a ton of free agents this year. And it's just I think if Kyler Murray, and I tweeted this out on Twitter, I got a lot of heat from it. I said Anthony Lynn would be a better coach than Cliff Kingsbury. But the thing is they should get, they shouldn't have got this coach does not pair well with the type of quarterback that Kyler Murray is. His personality. He's kind of like an Aaron Rodgers type personality. He doesn't pair well with him. You need a coach that really will have a relationship with the quarterbacks, that knows how to handle these types. I have a sleeper coach that the Rams could get right now. Now, keep Cliff Kingsbury for one more year, okay? This is my proposal. Keep him for one more year. Fire him next year. If he has another bad season, fire him. And then pick up Brandon Staley from the Rams, their defensive coordinator. That would be amazing. I think Brandon Staley would do a great job. I think he's got quite a Super Bowl ring under his belt. Bring in, or even fire Cliff Kingsbury right now. Bring in a guy who, defensive minded, but could kind of I don't know. I think he would really do well with Kyler Murray, his energy. I really would I wouldn't like that because I'm a 49ers fan, but that is, I think, a sleeper guy that you could bring in whenever you fire your crappy coach. because I don't think he's in the right situation. Now, yes, it's Kyler Murray's fault, but it's like, I think this coach was given a lot of talent and he couldn't do much. Again, also change their defensive coordinator. Vance Josephs has proved over and over again that he's not a that good defensive coordinator. There's some things that they need to do. I do expect this deal to get done. I do expect them to re-sign him, but there's going to be some negotiating. I do expect this to play out in this through the summer, but it's going to be interesting. Does he hold out from OTAs, or does he hold out from training camp if this doesn't get done? I could see him doing that, and then them like kind of like a Dak Prescott, or was it Dak Prescott that held out? No, kind of like an Aaron Rodgers kind of thing. I could really see him like maybe missing a few practices of training camp, and then they re-sign him. So, and he's got enough money to do it because they fine you for missing practices, but he's got enough money. So that's what I would do, but who knows how long this is going to drag out. This is a crazy situation. It got sticky. It got really sticky fast. So, yeah, that's what I got to say on that. But just wanted to give you that because, this is some big news breaking. But I wanted to get to a prospect that I really like in the NFL draft. I've said this on Grant Cohn's show. I've said this in multiple shows with other people on my show. But I really haven't done a full breakdown of him. Marcus Jones from Houston. I actually have. Now, I don't think this will get taken off because it's like my own film, but let's give it a try. Marcus Jones from Houston. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of film that I got. And here it is. I'll show you guys a little bit of film, break him down a little bit. For one, let's quickly read through his profile. This guy is exactly what the 49ers need. 5'8", plays a lot of press man-to-man coverage, a speedy guy, runs all over the field, very good at reading. He has very good ball skills, had 5 picks last year. And we're all saying okay, he's from Houston. Has he faced any competition? Hell yes, he has. Memphis, their receiver, top 10. They have a receiver that is top 10 in this NFL draft for receivers, okay? Top 10. This guy had his best game against Memphis this year with 2 picks and shut down this receiver. So I don't want to hear it about the competition is not very good. No, it is good. It is very good for this guy. So I'm going to show him a little bit of him and just kind of show. Now, again, he's a dual threat guy because he returns kicks, arguably one of the best kick returners in the league, or end punt returner. He also has actually played a little bit of receiver, which I didn't know that. Again, the only weakness, and you'll see this, but maybe not. The only weakness that he does have is he's a little small. And so maybe with big receivers, he wouldn't be able to do it, but he's fast. He's a 4.4 runner. His average 40 time is 4.4. So that's good for keeping up with guys like Cooper Kupp. And yeah, so let's get to the tape and then I'll say a little bit more after him. Let's get to the first one here. Okay, let's skip this back a little bit. So there he is. It should light up the screen. There he is at the bottom right here. So basically there he is at the bottom. Hold on. I'm trying to think here how I could do this. There we go. So this is a kick return, and this is kind of how he this play right here is kind of how he puts on the Jets. This wasn't a kick return for a touchdown, but this was a very interesting play. And then this is another big hit. So I think he's right here on this corner, and he basically hold on. Okay. Okay, so I think that's the end of that film, but I think we have a better one here. Yeah. I'll show you more. So this is actually one of the more intriguing film that I've done of him, right? He is right here on the upper screen. This play right here is showing his athletic ability, and this is why I think this guy is going to be a first-round pick. or no, a second round pick, sorry. And he's going to jump because right now he's projected to go mid third, but I think this guy is going to be a second round pick after the combine happens. Because take a look at this. I mean, this explains his vertical. He's right up here at the top, so remember that. Okay? So they target him. Look at this catch vertical. Boom. He catches that. He goes up and catches that. That's beautiful. Let me skip that back real quick. Hold on. Skip it back to the beginning. Look at this. He's at the top. Guy throws it. Boom. Goes up and gets it. That's an impressive catch. Okay, and then right here, you see him. He's right here. He's about to come up. He reads the play. This is a run play against Notre Dame. He reads the play, and he delivers a huge hit on this Notre Dame dude. So this guy, he is a good open space tackler, a very good open field tackler. And I mean, he basically has it all. Good ball skills, open field tackler, big hitter, has insane vertical. This is the interesting one against Memphis that a lot of people were sleeping on. So he's at the top of your screen right here. He's going against the number 1 receiver from Memphis, who is, like I said before, top 10 in the draft. Okay, look what he does. Cuts him to the inside. He gets that inside jump and is able... He basically reads that route, lets the guy have the inside, but at the last moment jumps up and puts that arm in there. It's a really nice play you've got there. That's really nice as well. Let me just quickly see if... Yeah, so that's a really nice play as well there. We'll skip it back one more time, and then I'll basically get to my breakdown. So just outside, that receiver, as you can see, takes the inside, and that's a really nice play. So I don't know. This film was all I could give you guys, but hopefully you guys got a little bit of what I'm talking about. He's a very good open space tackler, can make a lot of plays in open space. Go look at more of his film. You can literally find it on YouTube. He has a lot of he's a good tackler as well, has an insane vertical, as you saw it against that, I can't remember, golden black team or whatever. I mean, jumped up and made that insane grab up in the air. So great open field tackler. And again, the 49ers, like, if he does stay in the projection of the third round, the 49ers could get him with their second pick and get a safety. Now, I think he's going to make a jump, but this guy is what the 49ers need. He can replace K1. He could replace really anybody. You get a young guy like this, 5'8". He's a press corner. You saw in all of those clips that I just showed you, he's right up on the guy. So it's what the 49ers want in a corner. And it's what I want. He's speedy. He's athletic. Probably one of the more athletic corners in the draft. And he's dual threat. He can return kicks, which could, if you don't want to put Debo back there, which could really help your team. So he can return kicks as well. So I don't know what else to say on this guy, but he is probably my most intriguing prospect. Now, I'm trying to look at a receiver that the safety that the 49ers could draft. That's another one. But again, look for this guy, Marcus Jones, cornerback from Houston. Look for this guy at the combine. Again, it's on Thursday, but look for him because I do expect him to really make a jump. And if the 49ers are interested, hey, if you're interested in a cornerback, all of the cornerbacks are very expensive in free agency. Maybe get some young talent in there. That's a guy. That is a guy right there. And I've ranted about this guy so many shows before, but I just wanted to get a quick film session in on him because he's a very exciting prospect to watch. So anyways, guys, that's been the end of my show. Obviously got a little bit electric with the Kyler Murray. Again, I wanted to pull out some film for that guy, for Marcus Jones from Houston, but look him up. I'll probably be back maybe on Saturday. I don't know. It's been pretty busy schedule, but I'll see you guys later. This has been a lot of fun. You've been listening to the Camper Report. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.